Hi guys, thanks for joining me for another one of our simple leveraging training videos. And this is where we said the last time we're re-examining the whole concept of simple leveraging from the ground up, and we're going to look at a whole number of things. And what I want to look at today are that this was the PowerPoint that went out the last time. So those of you can just go into the members forum and you can download all the various PowerPoint slides, which really give you an idea of the way the schematic works. But there are a couple of things that some people quite rightly mentioned, and I'm trying to get through to the particular slide. Here we go. And one of our members mentioned, oh right, okay, so you don't advocate linking from our bookmark directories right through to our money site. Spot this week's deliberate mistake. Well spotted that. That was our own mistake. Of course we advocate linking to our money sites, certainly, and we know we've got a lot of members that have really sort of achieved quite good results from that. So, moving along, the first thing that we're looking at here is that we're looking at a whole number of, we're going to examine a whole number of areas of sites here, of Web 2.0s and various things like that. And we've unearthed actually some quite interesting groups of sites that we want to take a look at in more detail. And we think that you can add to your link cluster or your link mountain. Actually, can really build to it, and it will certainly increase your IP coverage. So without further ado, we're going to look at two forum platforms today that are quite neat, and I think probably fairly less well known to the majority of you, I think. So let's move along. Right, the first of these that I want to take a look at is Nabble. Now, Nabble is a mixture of a forum platform and also in some cases actually you can host your own blogs with Nabble. And it's, as I said, it's primarily known for providing internet mailing list archiving and a whole number of things. But it was one of these things. It was supposed to be forum software, supposed to be a mailing list software, supposed to be a whole number of things. It has that sort of functionality that probably has meant that it hasn't had the mass take-up that possibly some of the other bigger forum platforms such as Simple Machines, PHP, BB and vBulletin and things like this hasn't had that to take up, certainly. However, there's some quite cute little sites, and there's one particular site I want to show you. So what do we got here? We've got a site called ozgeo.org, the Open Source Geospatial Foundation. Now you can see it's a forum here, and you can get your links in there. You can sign in there. I'm trying to think of, it says no page rank information on this particular one. I think you'll find that depending on how you look at it, where you look at it, I think you'll find actually that our records show that this particular one should actually be a PR6 domain. But anyway, it's a good domain to be there. And here we go on to Nabble itself. You can actually host your own free blog on Nabble, and as you can see, according to your PageRank information, that's a 6 out of 10. So there's a whole number of things you can do with Nabble. It's certainly less well known, but more importantly, think IP spread. Now we have an interesting list of Nabble URLs. If anybody wants to talk to me after this email, we've got hundreds of them actually, and I'll make them available. Oh God, for a knockdown fee but people can buy our list off us for about $20 for the list. But I'll put the details in the URL. Okay, moving along. We've looked at Nabble. The other forum software that I want to look at today is FUDForums. FUDForums. So let's pause slightly while we knock up the sheet with FUDForums. Okay, here we are, FUDForum. Now, FUDForums, depending on how you look at it, it's quite a successful little unit, quite a little successful platform. Again, it's one of the slightly more obscure platforms that are out there, rather than, as I said, some of the major ones like PHP and VB and things like this. But the fact is that there's some nice, quite cute FUDForum platforms out there. Now, what does FUDForum stand for? It stands for fear, uncertainty and doubt. Honestly, it's an internet thing. It really is. It's one of these things where people have got to come out with brand names and got to come out with tags and things like this. It's a basically standalone forum package with quite an impressive list of features. The thing about FUD forums are, again, we come back to this thing, it's IP spread. and there's some quite cute FUD forums. We've got a list of FUD forums ranging from PR7. Well, we've got 250 FUD forums that are over PR3, which are great for adding to your your IP spread. So there we go. There's about 50 odd of these various software platforms out there, and the IP spread is absolutely unbelievable, and that's the key thing you've got to look at on this one. So listen, speak to you soon, guys. We'll tidy up this video and we'll send out usual deal. If you've got any questions or if you've got any things you want to ask me, either email me directly or ask by the forum, and I'll get the information to you as soon as possible. Speak to you soon, guys.